everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of the Peach&Wine podcast.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back, les amis. I just say that in French, but anyway,
That's fine. They'll get
welcome back,
it.
friends. Today we have an interesting subject.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be discussing about the subject, giving our point of view, but also sharing personal experiences because we both been through that specific topic. And I want to give a warning, guys. Peach is a little under the weather, and I am too. So bear
True.
with us today. But we're here. We're here for you all. So today's topic is going to be infidelity. Hold on. So that should tell you how important this topic is going to be. To start, I would like to ask a few questions to Peach. If you're ready, are you ready, Peach?
I am.
Okay. So my questions, it's like actually a two-part question. The first part is, do you think there is any reason in the world that can justify cheating? Like any reason that someone will come to you and give it to you, and then you'll be like, yes, that's an actual reason. And secondly, the
Most
second
definitely.
part of my question, you're gonna answer all the
I'm so sorry.
The second part of my question is, have you ever been in the position where you've been cheated on, or like you've cheated on someone, and if yes, how did it affect you? If no, well, I'm guessing yes. So how did it affect you? Is it like in a positive side, in a negative side, or do you think you remain the same despite everything that happened?
Okay. Answer the first part of your question. I am against capital A, against cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I don't see this. There's no reason anyway.
Well,
Actually,
I didn't say
I
why
just
because there's
it's
no
wrong.
reason to that. It's a yes or no question.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was just like, do you think there's a reason that can be justified? No. Okay.
No, no, no. Cheating is wrong. Even in school, cheating is wrong and it hurts. And everything that hurts is it's wrong. Yeah, I'm totally against it. And what was the second question again?
My second question is, do you have a personal experience where you've been cheated on, or you have cheated on someone, and how did it change you?
Okay. Well, actually, both experiences. Okay, yeah. Let me start with myself.
Interesting.
Guys, yes, I did. I cheated once.
This is why
Thankfully, it was
Peach.
just once.
This is why Peach is the expert here, guys. She has been
No,
through it all.
I'm
Let's hear you,
not.
Peach.
I'm not. I was young. I was 16 and I was just a follower. Seeing other girls in school talking about having two, three boyfriends. And then I said, oh, let me try. Let me do the same thing too and see how it goes. That's literally how I cheated on my very first boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that. Thankfully, it wasn't a thing that lasted. It was just like a month, honestly. But it just felt wrong, and like it just felt wrong for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I acknowledge the fact that just the simple fact that just the simple fact to just acknowledging, now you have the conscience of, okay, no, I'm not doing something good. Like even for myself, I'm just like, I'm not. It's just too much for me to handle. Um, So I have two boyfriends. It was just too much for me. And sorry, I ended up telling my boyfriend back then what I did, what I did, and I'm laughing because it's the courage that I took. I was like, you know what, I did something wrong, and then I will get it if you decide to leave me. And then I just told him what happened, and I started crying. I started crying. So, um, honestly, emotionally, I mean, it was just too much. It was too much, and thankfully, he didn't break up. He didn't break up with me. He was still there, actually, holding me back, giving me comfort, and I'm the one who was wrong. But I was still thankful for it. And from that relationship, honestly, I started building my principles, and then I just knew that okay, this is something that I don't like, so let me stop. Let me not do it again. So it's just like trying a new type of food, and you say no, you don't like this. You don't have to try it again because you know you don't like it. So yeah, that's my experience and what I learned from it. Definitely, again, I'm going to repeat myself. I learned that yes, I am against cheating because it's not even good for yourself, and it's not definitely, most definitely not good for your relationship and your partner. And for the second experience, yes, I've been cheating on, and yeah, it hurt. The way I found out about about the whole situation, him cheating, it was just awful. Because my little sister, who's the one um who somehow discovered it, and then I got the news from her. So, well, throughout the relationship, though I knew he cheated, he actually explained what happened. I was like, okay, it's fine, but actually, it was not fine because I was broken mentally. I kept like, and I kept, I was just so down. I was mentally unbalanced, and I started doubting myself, even doubting him more. Doubting myself in the point when I was like, okay, maybe I'm not able to fulfill like what he was expecting from me as a girlfriend. So I was here like trying to look up, find out exactly reasons in quotes why he went up cheating. Now I know there's no reasons. If you don't like me, just broke up and that's it. But anyway, so that was the worst part of it. Me trying to trying to figure out why. It me? Was it me? But then um he was still like apologizing, trying to fix everything. And I unfortunately, well, I don't know if I should say unfortunately, but I just didn't I wasn't comfortable anymore in the relationship, so I called it off. I said, you know what? Let's just stop dating. I'm sorry because I kept bringing the past, bringing the fact that he actually cheated. So it was too much for me, and I was like, okay, me bringing that up wasn't even comfortable for him to, because I believe he in his mind is like, I swear I still trying to I'm here trying to show you that I I'm going to use the word regret because I believe that maybe that's not what he was thinking, but I believe people that have been in that type of situation and then they actually do regret why they cheated, kept apologizing, but I was just not paying attention to that. I was focusing on like the mistrust, and I felt disrespect. So I just felt insulted. And then I'm extra, so I would take it I would take it there all the way to like I would think I would have the darkest thought ever.
So
So yeah.
overall, the experience, like, how did it affect you in your overall, like, relationships?
Mm-hmm. Um Overall, I'm like against cheating. And for those who cheated, kept cheating whenever they came, I still like, you know what, you cheated by. I am so against it. I don't know what's gonna happen in future, but I know for a fact that even though people say, or I mean not people, there's this quote saying that says, um, never say never. But I know for a fact that my partner cheats on me. I'm definitely not. I will forgive but not forget, and I'm
Mm,
probably not going to continue in the relationship.
mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. You've heard it, guys,
Hmm.
from Peach herself. So, I don't have any further questions for now. I'll be taking
Me, I
questions.
have questions for you. Um. So okay, so let's start with the basic one.
Mm-hmm. What is the
What do you
basic one?
think about cheating? The basic question. What
Well, cheating
What do
is
you
wrong.
think about infidelity?
It's definitely
And tell
wrong.
us why.
And I am not.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I feel bad for the cheaters. No, I don't. I do not feel bad for
Mhm.
people who do that. And I'm 100% against it because I believe if you cannot love someone fully, then let that person go.
Mhm. So, what? I have another question. Can you think of? I know you can.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of? Um, I don't know how to put it. So, how do you think cheating can affect someone, even the cheater,
Well,
like the partner and the cheater?
I can't answer that question because I cannot talk
Mhm.
for everybody. I can only
Mhm.
talk from my own perspective.
Even yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't
Mhm.
know how it affects people in general because clearly some people feel comfortable doing it. So I can't talk for for
Mhm.
these people from a, my personal standpoint. I don't know. You talked about your experience and you said it didn't change a
Mhm.
thing in your life and like everything was fine, but when I went through that,
Mhm.
it did change a lot in my life. It
Mhm.
did change me a lot. It changed the way I saw people. It changed the way I saw relationships in the whole. And it changed the way
Mhm.
I saw men in general. Not that I'm saying it was a negative way, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't be, let's say, um, the type of relationship that I was in when that happened to me, the type of mindset that I had, I don't have it nowadays because,
Mhm.
like you said, it's not something that happened to me. It's not something that happened when I was 16 or when I was, I don't know, 15 years old. I was already in my
Mhm.
20s. Well, not in my 20s. I
Mhm.
was I was
Mhm.
near my 20s.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
I was near
that's
my
okay.
20s and
Mhm.
I've known that person for a long time. We've been in a relationship for quite some time. So when you're in the
Mhm.
type of relationship where you kind of grow up with the person, because first of all, let's mention that he was a little older than me. Well, now that we're
Mhm.
both in our 30s, it doesn't seem like he was older,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like he was in his 20s and I was still like under 20, So he
Mhm.
was significantly older than me to me at that time. So
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
I was literally growing up with him in a relationship. And when you have that kind of relationship where you feel like you're growing and you're discovering like a whole different world, you're thinking that this is it. You're not going to go anywhere because, like I said,
Mhm.
there was no signs, nothing wrong, no
Mhm.
miss, like no lead, not even one. And the crazy part is like you explained your experience, and you said your little sister found out on social media. Well, I
Mhm.
wish someone else has found out for me on social media. I had to find out by myself because after I freaked out and that I've been blocked everywhere. So you go on social media and you find something like that, and the crazy part is like I've never even had um the time to like actually sit, think about it, process it, and talk about it because it was so fast.
Mhm.
It was so quick. And I've let's say I was in disbelief for like a few months, and then I moved on. I kind of moved on pretty quickly, but I didn't
Mhm.
think about how it affected me until I got
Okay.
in touch again with that specific
Is the
person
person.
and we talked about it because we never got to
Mhm.
talk about it. We never had to like
Mhm.
talk about what happened. And when we ended up
Oh.
talking about it, that's when I actually felt all the pain that I didn't feel the first time,
Mhm.
because I was like,
Mhm. Mhm.
it was for that reason. Like, really, that was the reason that you literally threw everything out of the window for that specific reason. Like, it was not even the reason. It was like, it
Mm.
was something
See,
that
that's why I said
you
there's no
only
reason
see.
to cheat.
Yeah. It's like something that you see in movies, something that only
Mhm.
happened in movies, but that was real life. I was like, that couldn't be the reason. But it was as simple as that. And then the thing is, after that, the same thing happened, like you said. Um, he tried to get back together because, like, of course, I'm calling it guilt because at some point you go into a different relationship, you feel like
Mhm.
whatever that relationship brought you was less than what you had, and then you try to come back and be like, oh my god, I realize what I missed,
Mhm.
and when I talk about coming back, I'm not even talking about just coming back to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mhm.
His plan was coming back to be like fiance then marriage.
Ah,
And
okay.
everybody will be like, oh my god, that's such a cute dream and so and so.
Mhm.
And at first I tried to consider the option of like, maybe that's like my baggage that God sent me. Maybe I have to deal with it. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, every time we would talk, I would remind myself that I lost trust in him. And this is the most important for me in a relationship. When I cannot trust someone, there is no point of me even trying to build something with somebody. Like, if it's the beginning, it's fine because the trust is something that you gain with time. But when you've been through all that, you already been through all those challenges and you gave your trust to someone, and then that person just breaks it like that. I don't know for everybody else, but for me, it's very hard. So
Mhm.
I just had to tell him, like, it's not that I don't see the bigger picture, but it's like I live in United States. You over there.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
not going
Mhm.
to trust you. Even if we were living in the same
Exactly.
house, like if you're late like 5 minutes, if you go on a mission, because this thing happened while he was on a mission. So
Mhm.
I will literally have PTSD about it. Like every time you go to
Mm.
work, I'm going to think about I'm gonna think something is going to happen.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
so that's how I was just honest with him, and I was like, it doesn't matter the type of feelings that are between me and you. Just
Mhm.
because I lost trust, there's nothing that ever going to happen again. Well, you never say never, but as for now, there's it's not an option, you know.
Yeah.
And which leads me to what I was telling you, like it did change my the way I enter relationships now. It's like
Mhm.
before I used to give my trust to people. Like I would just trust
Mhm.
you and I will be
Mhm.
like give me a reason not to trust you. But now
Mhm.
I'm like you got to prove me that I can give you my trust, you know.
Mhm.
So that's just sad
Mhm.
because a lot of people go through that because they just want to see the good in people and
That's
then
true.
they get to something bad like that and they don't want to trust people anymore. And it's bad for the next
Mhm.
person that's coming, you know, because they didn't do
Yep. Yep.
anything
Yep.
wrong.
Yep. Now that you mention, I mean, well, your experience actually made me think of something that I'm not sure you can answer that because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not sure you can answer just because I don't think it's totally related to what you experienced. But I just thought about something. Hopefully, the audience, we want you guys to always, like interact. And if you do want to participate with that, I want someone to answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
How? Because I know people still in a relationship with their partners.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say people, they're like in their 25 plus or
Mm-hmm.
30s, still in their relationship. And now, okay, from what I see, it's good, healthy, they all good now. But then in the past, there was when they were still dating, like their partners used to cheat like so bad.
But you know I've been
I'm
in
wondering how they overcome it.
I've been in one relationship like that. But the only problem with that
Mm-hmm.
relationship is like I wasn't seeing
How?
any future with it,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know. So it was more of like, you can do whatever you want to, because
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't expecting anything from, I mean, anything coming out of the relationship. I wasn't not. I'm not gonna say that. Okay, when you know that someone is doing some shady things behind your back, it does make you feel a little weird. You feel like, just like you said, you second guess yourself, like, what's
Yes.
going
Yes.
on?
Yes. Yes.
Wasn't I? And that's the thing that I hated about my experience with like the actual cheating. That's the part that I hated because I was like, well, that person is not even good enough. Like, like
Mm-hmm.
she's not even like okay. Just go do that with someone that's like way 100 times better than me. Don't do that with someone that's like eh. And I'm like, really for that? Like you did it for that, you know. So you kind of second guess yourself, especially when the person
Yes.
is like
Yes.
less
Yes.
than you think like, what did I do wrong? Like where did it go wrong? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the worst in any type of relationship, which is why I tell people not to take these, like, I'm not saying like just go and break your relationship. But if you get to the point where you're second guessing yourself, you're second guessing your relationship, that means there's nothing else that you can do. There's absolutely
Mm-hmm.
nothing else because they're still going to do it and it's still going to hurt you. So you just have to make the best decision for yourself. Because when you start thinking, oh my God, why did he do that? Or why did she do that? Am I not good enough? Or like, what could have possibly, you've done everything, they just made the decision to go see somewhere else. So now, because this is also one thing that I like to mention, like when people are cheating, they're acting in a selfish way. So sometimes you also have to act selfish and think about yourself first, your mental health and your mental well-being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. You round of applause, please. Round of applause for wine. I like that answer.
Hold on.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So, I actually had another question.
Okay.
So, do you? Okay. Do you think? Okay, so no, not do you think. How did you recover from infidelity?
I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Which is
Oh,
why I'm so bitter about it,
uh,
you know, because
oh.
you know, one day I was talking to my best friend. I actually never mentioned. I don't think I've
Wow.
ever mentioned to
Oh, I'm
him.
glad I asked. I'm glad you asked.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't think I've ever mentioned to my guy best friend that I've been cheating on, because we joke a lot about
Mm.
stupid things, you know. But I've never mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
anything happened. But like, um, he had a similar. He had something going on, and when he told me his story, you know, I got so frustrated, so upset. And he didn't understand why I was so upset, you know. He was like, why are you taking it like that?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine. I forgave. I forgot. And I was like, no. I was so pissed because I put myself in his shoes, you know. I put my situation and I was like, no, I know how it felt. And I know how he felt, you know, because I know how I felt. I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
that's how everybody
Yeah.
feels, you know. And I was just so frustrating. And the more I think about it, the more I realize that I've never been, like, I've never got over it, because to me, it's just something
Mm.
that I don't want to go through again. So it's just like, it's just something that I don't know. I just hate it so much that
What?
I don't know, like,
Please, whoever's gonna date
seriously,
for her, do not cheat on her own.
it was such a bad experience.
Mm.
I'm telling you. Like, and my thing
Mm-hmm.
is,
But I get you. I
I
understand.
wish, you know, I had dealt with it when it was happening, you know. Maybe that's the difference, because I
Mm-hmm.
dealt with it later on. I was focusing on, like, when everything was happening. This is what happened. Like, when everything was happening, I was focusing on myself, like on doing things, because that's right before I came here. I moved to the United States. So I was literally putting all my energy and effort into school, because I was in school back
Mm-hmm.
home. So
Mm-hmm.
between college, between doing my paperwork and so and so, so I put all my strength and everything that I had into that. You know, I didn't deal with the breakup. And like, a lot of people didn't even know, because people kept calling me and be like, oh, we saw X over there. And you know that thing where, like, people are used to see you with someone for so long that the first thing they have to do when they see that person is call you, and then you have to be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Of course, yes.
guys, I'm
And I'll
sorry.
definitely do the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm like, I forgot to update you. We're not together anymore. And they're like,
We're
oh,
not
oh my
together
god,
anymore.
oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh
Ew.
my god, I'm so sorry. You guys look so good together. And I'm like, oh yeah, but it's fine. It's okay. So I had to do that all the time. So I had like some kind of like automatic response to it, you know, that I
Mm-hmm.
never really dealt with it until when I came here. Even when I came here, I was like literally just still not thinking about it until he came back to my life, like, and then we talked about it. That's when I dealt with it. And it was the
Mm-hmm.
wrong way, because I was so pissed at the reason why. Like, I was just
Yeah.
so
So it
pissed
was
at
just
it.
hanger right now.
Yeah. And then
Mm.
I was like, how can someone do that to another person? Which
Mm-hmm.
is why till this day I still don't understand, why can someone do that to another person?
See.
It does not have, you don't have a reason to do that, because you don't know how the person is
Yeah.
feeling. You don't know. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, I don't think I've ever, I mean, never got over it. I don't think I'll
Mm.
ever get over it. And I don't think
Oh
I'll ever
wow.
take it again. Because that's why whenever I see something that even resemble anything weird, I'm out of there. Because I do not want to be in competition with anyone. It's either you want me, and if you want to compete, you have to compete for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not competing with anyone to get your attention. You know. If I feel like I have to do that, I'm out.
Wine date said a lot today. I thought I
You know,
was the professional, but
no,
mm,
there's some untold stories that,
just
like,
kidding.
when it comes out at the right time, you realize a lot of things.
A lot of things, yes, 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 yes. I really want to know, how other people do recover from that, get over it,
I
because,
do. I actually
um,
do.
yeah, I actually do. Like, I have a close friend of mine, that she's married now,
Mm.
and then she's been going through this, and I mean, well, right now they are good, like there's nothing
I mean,
weird going on, and then,
I'm
um,
thinking they would just say they think about the love, but
yes,
when I
I'm
think about
just
loving someone,
curious.
I
Yeah,
think
because
about
I
the
do want to.
selfish part of it. Like if you
Yes,
love me,
same.
you cannot be selfish.
You
It's me
cannot
and
do
you.
that exactly.
So,
Like for this, we're just great man things alike.
hmm,
It's just that,
yeah.
but um, I do understand with from other people who actually get over it and then somehow may God bless you all.
No, God not bless you. May
um,
God open your eyes, please. Because what you are in it right now, it's toxic. It's not good for you.
oh Lord
It's not,
Jesus,
and you don't
Lord,
even know. You
why?
might be wasting your time with the wrong person.
Uh huh.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is,
Mm.
may God open your eyes. If that's the right person, fine. If it's not, you gotta
It is
go.
not. Yes, 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 yes.
So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say about this
Then how
topic
would you know it's
tonight.
the right person? Dun, dun. A question for another podcast.
A question for a different episode. So,
Yes.
Peach,
Hmm.
if you don't
Yes.
have any further questions, do you want to close today? Because you don't do closing a
Um,
lot.
I don't. I don't know
No.
how to close properly, but I guess I can.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Guys, let's listen to Peach
So,
today.
allow me.
Mm,
Um. I did appreciate that subject, and
mm-hmm.
I know one day too. You see how she was really involved in it, and I really want everyone, all our listeners, to again give us your feedback, your thought about it, and if you want to react with us,
Mm-hmm.
or feel free to reach out to us on our pages on Instagram, the TP, the Peach and Wine podcast. But let me hold on. I want on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to reach out to us if you do want to interact,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are available on Apple Podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite website to listen to a podcast, or Spotify, Google Podcasts. I know we have SoundCloud too.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, I don't think people use that a lot, but
Nah.
we do have SoundCloud too. Um, did I mention Google Podcasts?
No.
Oh, Amazon Music.
Yeah.
On Amazon Music too. Don't laugh
No,
about
no,
my
no, no.
closing.
Peach, you're trying your hardest. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I will let Wine do her little thing still.
Well,
If
guys,
yeah,
we're
anything you
going to
want to
give
change or rearrange.
we're going to give a round of applause to Peach just for trying tonight.
Ah, yeah. Y'all make me laugh. Thank you. I
Well,
needed that laugh
well,
actually.
guys, Peach said everything. Well, she told you where to find us on social media. She
Yes.
told you where to listen to us. We had such a great time recording that episode, and we hope you guys love it too. And as she said, don't forget to give us your feedbacks. And us, we see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye, guys.